Hey, my friends, it's your friend Kevin. Let's get right to the cards. This is your Divine Daily Blast. Here we go. So, we are in an angel numerology number 6 day today, which I call revitalization. Reviewing the plans, have another look at what's going on. What are you saying? What are you feeling? What are you believing? And what are you telling yourself? I was listening to Abraham Hicks this morning on a morning rampage, all about telling a new story, telling a different story, vibrating with a different level, vibrating with a higher level, and being a vibrational match for that which I deserve, that which I am worthy of, that which I am now attracting. We have the planet of good luck and good times coming today with Jupiter going direct. Now, the moon is in Taurus, which comes up with some good news for basically everyone, as well as for communication. Jupiter is over the sign of Gemini, and Gemini is about communication. Gemini is also ruled by Mercury, which is the planet of communication. So, today's energy is about being responsible, loving, compassionate, selfless. And it's also a reminder, a revitalization to stop worrying about all the material nonsense, but refocus instead on your positive desires, your positive outcomes, your positive attraction. Become that vibrational match to what it is you want. And know you can get it. Seven of Air is a tarot card you can pull. Works with the ego or the devil, depending on which deck you're using. Use Haniel and the moon's energy, the sign of Aquarius, because that's what we're in. Use Archangel Michael to chase away the ghosts of not so good fortune. We have a message from Archangel Gabriel today. When you need to breathe energy into your goals and your dreams, call upon me, the Archangel of creativity and motivation. And your affirmation that goes with this card is, I am a fountain for infinite creativity. My imagination knows no limits. We are unlimited to what we can imagine. We have this unlimited potential to see anything we want to see with our eyes closed. And once we see it in great detail, and once we get a feeling of what it's like, what it feels like, what it looks like, what it smells like, what you can touch it, we then put those images and the feelings that go with it into action. I am allowing the best divine benevolent outcome to bless me now, and so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you, Vicky Loper, our friend of the channel, for introducing me to the divine benevolent prayer. My thoughts turn into things of beauty all the time. Every moment of my life is filled with miracles. Every single moment. We cannot get this wrong. No man, no group of men can take away the miracle of us. We are here. We arrived. We got here. We have every single right to be where we are, do what we do. We've got every single right to have, to feel, to know, and to do what we came here to do. Joan of Arc is here saying, invoke your sacred spirit, become an activist, don't be afraid, stand up for your beliefs. And our beautiful Archangel of Faith says, I am safe and I am protected by the angels. The cloak of protection surrounds us always. Always, always, always. You know, when I like to think of my cloak of protection, many of you may or may not know that British show called Doctor Who. He gets in a blue telephone box he calls a TARDIS, which is, it's a phenomenal, it's like Star Trek. It's one of these phenomenal sci-fi BBC series. It's been going on for eons, before I was even born. And this, what's interesting, it looks like an ordinary phone box. And of course, you open the door, and inside this thing is this TARDIS with all these buttons and all these things. And this Doctor Who decides where he wants to go and what mission he wants to take. So when I want my blue light of protection, I just picture Archangel Michael popping me into his TARDIS, and that blue light on the roof just shining in every direction, transporting my thoughts, my feelings, my words, what I know, what I believe, somewhere other than where I have been. Okay, Gertrude, Beatrice, where are you? They're in a beautiful, gorgeous, it's like the Temple of Flowers. So they have stumbled upon this building. I'm just going to pull a card from them. And they've gone inside, and there are all these tea lights on the, like, along the aisle. And then when they get to the aisle, it's just a cascade of flowers, a bit like a waterfall. Is there a waterfall there? They said you should be planting seeds into the vision of your mind and let the blooms blossom. Oh, I love that. I'm just going to pull this card. What is this? It's reversed. Gossip, withholding, solitude, and risk. So, this is one of the few decks that Radley has that you can read in the reverse. The actual card is communication. And we see our group of people playing this game where they're whispering. What's that game that you whisper from one person to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next? So when it's reversed, ha 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 ha. Okay, I got it. Gertrude is saying, when it's reversed, it's stop listening to the words, the deeds, the gossip of others, because they tend to keep us isolated, because that word solitude is right there. You know, I've been a hairstylist all my life, since I was a child. The beauty shop, the hair salon, the hairdressers is a smorgasbord for gossip. Every week when I was a little boy, the women used to, oh, happy birthday, Grandma. She would have been, what would she would have been today? 116 years old. But she's still there. So anyway, Grandma would sit under the dryer with the rollers in her hair, next to somebody else, next to somebody else, next to somebody else. You get the picture. And they had these earmuffs on because the dryers got so hot, the ears would go pink. So they had these plastic things over their ears, and then a hairnet on the head to keep the rollers where they need to be. Anyway, the tales and the gossip and the talking about people would be going on inside this beauty shop. Here's what I know about gossiping. It's limiting. People do it always. We have a tale to tell. Let me tell you about this. Let me tell you about that. While we're telling a story about something we believe happened to someone we either know or don't know, while we make assumptions about what that tale being told, that story, let's face it, we're all surrounded by folklore. We can go back into history and look at, you know, even Joan of Arc, for goodness sake. Can you imagine the gossip that would come up over Joan of Arc, this teenager woman? who said she saw Archangel Michael and she was listening to the voice of God telling her to go push the British out of France. Oh, you can only imagine what the women over the washroom would say about her. Who does she think she is? Now, you can look at it in a light-hearted way, particularly if you don't really know these people. However, withholding information or spilling stories, it's not really true. Look at these people. They're just having a good old chin wag, as they say in England, a chit-chat, a gossip. It keeps us isolated. It keeps us in this story. It keeps the hubble bubble, toil and trouble going. So today, the fairies are saying, plant the seeds that bloom into things of beauty. My thoughts turn into things of beauty all the time. Every moment of my life is filled with miracles. That, if you want to tell a story, can you imagine? No, just do it. When someone says, how are you? If I got any better, it would hurt. Oh, really? Do you tell me more? Yes, every moment of my life is filled with miracles and magic. It could not get any better if it tried. Oh, can you imagine? Can you just imagine? You should, because that's really what we should be doing today. Anyway, my friends, I love you, I love you, I love you. Until tomorrow, bye for now.